Hi everybody, my name is Alex and I welcome you to a new episode of DeepTech. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the importance of QA testing. High quality is the key factor for a successful app or website. In this increasingly competitive digital market, it becomes harder and harder to keep up with customer demands as they become more exigent and less tolerant to issues and bugs. This is why your app or website should give potential customers a flawless experience and be completely error-free. Developers never write bug-free code, so the only answer is QA, or quality assurance testing. Let's discuss what is QA, what it involves, and why it's so important. Quality assurance is a proactive process, focusing on preventing errors that may occur during development and weed them out before release to production. QA can be integrated at every stage of development, including during the conception, the development process, the pre-release, and especially post-release. The quality assurance tester will act as an end user and test all the features of an application or website to make sure they are absolutely perfect in every way. QC, or quality control, is a reactive process focused on identifying defects and verifies the project results to guarantee that they meet the defined quality standards. QA uses methodologies and standards to meet the customer requirements, while QC ensures that these standards are followed while working on the product. Quality control testing evaluates an application or its various parts to detect bugs so that they may be fixed before release. The only goal of the quality assurance process is to prevent and remove errors with no exceptions. What are the different roles that exist in QA testing? A junior tester might, for example, test websites to make sure that there are no broken links or images. The impact of something as simple as broken links will not only have a negative effect on the customer, but also have a very negative impact on your Google ranking. That's why even very basic verification has major importance in the process. A mid-level quality assurance tester might do some functional testing and ensure that things such as the sign-up process is flawless. For example, there is no need to describe how frustrating it would be for an online casino to lose customers because clients cannot sign up due to a code error in the sign-up form. The cost per acquisition of a player is already very high, so you can't afford to lose them based on something that could have been totally avoided. For his part, a senior quality assurance engineer is able to build test cases and create testing automation processes. He is usually an expert at using tools such as Selenium or TestRail, and will also act as your team leader and guide your juniors, while maintaining proper communication and information flow with the engineering or development team. Sometimes development teams do unit testing and perform automated code-based testing by themselves. These tests are often integrated in the code review process. They can be found in applications such as PHP Storm. However, this process usually takes a significant amount of time they could have spent developing new features instead. In an ideal world, you want to use code review and quality assurance testing together. Furthermore, when developers work on one part of an application or website, it can be hard for them to understand how the entire system works. Therefore, they can evaluate the impact that an issue can have on other parts of the system. In the end, only a full-blown quality assurance process can guarantee that all parts, once put together, are fully functional. That's why QA engineers have a completely different skill set than web or application developers. As a metaphor, Imagine a police officer in his squad car making some rounds. Even if you were driving right behind him, you would probably not spot criminal activity as he would. His eyes and brain are wired to see things that you would simply miss entirely. QAs define project requirements, identify weaknesses and inconsistencies, provide data about the level of quality, and test a product during all stages of the software development lifecycle. QAs are very meticulous and know that not finding an error doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. They get very familiar with all aspects of an app or website and try to push a system into unobvious directions. For example, a QA tester might click 10 times on the submit button in rapid successions to voluntarily try to break it, exactly as an impatient web surfer would sometimes do. When code-based testing isn't enough, a QA tester will provide a creative human element, enhancing the success of the overall testing process. So why is QA testing so important? Because it simply saves you time and money, a lot of money. Speed to market plays a significant role in business success today. Everybody wants their app, product, or website released as soon as possible. In the iGaming industry, it's an important step to stay always one step ahead of your competition, and QA testing guarantees the shortest path to success. The sooner an error is detected, the cheaper it is to fix. Fixing one bug on the later stages of development or after the release can lead to other bugs, and eventually to having to rebuild or recompile the entire app. Now let's talk about the various QA testing methodologies. You spend big money on marketing and developing partnerships, so you surely associate profitability with your promotional efforts. But there's much more to profitability than just marketing. To ensure the success of your app or website, quality is paramount. Without an experience void of bugs or technical issues, nobody will spend time using your app, and no one will therefore convert into paying customers. Resolving bugs has a huge impact on sales and retention. So quality assurance testing becomes de facto the most important investment your company can make. There are many types of QA testing methodologies. They are divided into two parts: functional and non-functional testing. Non-functional testing includes vulnerability, compatibility, usability, and performance testing. Vulnerability testing seeks to find and eliminate security issues that could be exploited by hackers. The goal is to ensure that there are no security risks that could compromise your user data or their financial information. This is obviously the top priority for regulatory bodies such as the MGA. Compatibility testing is meant to verify that an application is fully compatible with the hardware or operating system it will run on. Tests done during this phase include hardware, web browsers, operating systems, plugins, and dependency testing. Usability testing tests the application to ensure it's intuitive and easy to use. We want to make sure that the end user will face no frustrations during his experience. Performance testing involves verifying that the application performs well in any situation, ranging from overclicking to heavy server loads, for example. The goal is to discover the limits of your product before it breaks. Performance testing involves verifying that the application performs well in any situation, ranging from overclicking to heavy server loads. The goal is to discover the limits of your product before it breaks. Functional testing is made to make sure that the software operates properly. For a gaming website, it will test online forms, profile modifications, successful withdrawal procedures, and make sure everything works properly to avoid user complaints and bad reviews. Unit testing involves breaking down the application into smaller parts so they can be tested individually. System testing, for its part, involves running an entire system test to discover bugs, stability, or major issues. Acceptance testing is performed by a QA tester acting as an end user. Testing of the application is done against the specifications to voluntarily try to provoke usually unforeseen issues. In conclusion, quality assurance plays a huge role in your project's success. Having a QA team will make developers more productive and efficient and guarantee the quality of your software or website. Following the best practices of a quality assurance program ensures that your product complies with all its requirements and works as it should. QA saves you time and money, makes your product competitive, and helps your company maintain a good reputation. I hope that this information will help your products and services reach the highest levels of quality, bringing your company increased success and profitability. If you need help setting up a QA department or QA processes, don't hesitate to get in touch with me at paradoxweb.com. Thanks for watching and see you next time in a new episode of DeepTech.